The only thing is that 0.8 on the bones. I really do think I'm going to stick with this and then think about maybe build it so that I have the spacing and the belts in place for a planned upgrade to the improved fungal substrate once I have set up the actual bones build. And the bones build, if you remember, requires at least 1.5 on the Bodos. So if I build it out like this, let's say, just to make sure that I have proper throughputs of things, just a little bit of extra buffer, 2 per second on this Bodos build out of basic fungal substrate. Uh, that's pretty simple. Why does this use logs? I don't I don't I cannot comprehend why that uses logs, but anyway, let's I've got a plan. I have a plan for this. If I don't get stuck. I'm stuck on the building. Are you kidding me? I'm not even stuck on the thing. I'm stuck in this building right now. Like, ugh. You know, I do have a full thing of Nextlit matrices. Oh, alright, I'm free. I'm free. I can do things. Please clear some of this stuff from my inventory. I don't need that many automated factories. Thanks. Don't need filters, ball mills, FTS reactors, gasifiers, methanol reactors, tar processing units can go in there. Yeah, I'm okay with the other stuff. Derek's can go in the thingy. What am I missing? I'm gonna throw some extra pipe in here, sure. Alright, so in the mall, a few things I need to do. One is to set up Mark II Bodos buildings. That is definitely first on the agenda. It was up here. You need to be making Mark IIs. There. How many? Yeah. Need a few more of those as well. Do I? I don't have the circuits. I don't expect to have the circuits. All of my circuits are now being spent on so many things. So many things my circuit 2s are being used for right now. I do have a bit of a backup, though, on this beautiful blue science. Wonderful, beautiful blue science is moving very, very, very well, but I'm not actually doing a blue science tech right now. Right now, my tech is actually very much Circuit 2 limited, because it is Bob's Modules stuff, and if we look at this tech, it is 4 pollution cleaning circuit boards times 150. Each of these circuit boards is 2 circuit 2s, so this is 8 circuit 2s times 150 in order to actually get this tech. Yeah, it's a few. It's a few circuit 2s there that are being consumed, deleted from the face of existence, just to unlock this tech. So that's what I wanted to do here at the mall. Next stop is the wood factory. I need to do a couple of things at my wood factory. Because yes, I absolutely already have a wood factory. I have a pretty good wood factory. It's giving me 60 wood per second. Whew, boy, that's a lot of wood. 60 wood per second in this wood factory. I just have to go all the way around this mall. to get down there. To my south, and then I'm gonna make a depot for the logs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a input train station / output train station technically to output the logs, and a depot to store them, so that I don't have to make logs locally where I produce this this substrate. The other point to make would be, do I do the substrate separately from the actual Bodos themselves? Because there are more than one type of fungus that use the fungal substrate for their recipes. And I think I might do exactly that and have it set up so that I can upgrade it to do all three. Like, build a train station-ish that can do all three. Or at least provide the space for a train station that can do all three. Right, here is the wood. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful wood. What I need here is some additions. I need to add a thingy here. Bit more rail. Both of these. I don't really think I'm gonna do more than one input, though. In fact, I don't know where I'm gonna bring this in precisely. You are log station 1. And I do need to expand this out. And I will do so that way. Now, how do you take care of this? Well, this is actually pretty simple. It's just that. And that. Now, all this is one intersection. This just counts as one intersection. And it should work just fine. This is not Wood Depot 2. This is Log Depot 1. And that, as they say, should be that. Alright. Just grab some logs and throw them over here. I have a few. I have a few, and I have it times 2. So this is part 1. And then over there is part 2. Now, how many logs is this actually? 5? Yes, 5 each. Come on over. I should be doing the undergrounds instead, but meh. Oops. There we go. We can combine that. Then we're good to go. Come thither. Over this direction. What is the line I wish to draw? Autosave. And that, as they say, is that. Train. Log Station 1. To Log Depot 1. Once you're full, circuit condition, do the thing. Now, logs stack to 100. Let's do that. There it goes. All that's left for GSM is to just put in logs. They are under PyCoal processing. Alright, just add log station 1. Or log depot 1, I should say, and we are good to go. They are now on my network. Excellent. So, where do I want to make this fungal substrate? That is the next question. I do not know. Wherever I do it should be in an area that I can expand. I think right in here. That will be my fungal substrate factory. We're doing 3 factories today, can you believe it? Or the plan to get into bones is going to require 3 factories. Ah, boy, we're doing fungal substrate. That'll also eventually have improved fungal substrate. And quality substrate, perhaps, as well. Just depends how much I'm willing to do for those things. We'll see. I might absolutely require them for things like Novens and Yadles going forward. Those are the other 2 main types of fungi outside of the Falgi. I have no intention of doing the substrate-based Falgi. That just seems like a terrible idea to me. Alright, train station. Excuse me, but no, the tree is not in the way. Excuse me. But you're lying. There is nothing in the way. Nothing is in the way of my domination. Build all this out. Fix this. I am apparently out of rail. That is saddening. I need the rails. I need the rails. Now, I also need a bigger depot. Yes, yes. Fungal substrate depot 1. Doink, doink, doink. Improved fungal substrate depot 1. And what's the last one? Quality depot 1. I actually think that one is superfluous. My plans have derailed. Yes, they have. They have become derailed. Don't need repetitive signals. Will need these extra inputs, though. Oops. Grab only that. There we go. So this is fungal substrate station 1. Approved fungal substrate depot or station 1, and quality fungal substrate station 1. What did Immortal miss? Planning. Planning, that is the basic thing that you have missed. Also, rated. Rated with a party of 16 by D-Gray 20. So, yeah, the high grade is finished on the lead and silver out over here, all of this. So I got the Z3 reagent finished and brought the lead dust over into here, so was moving. It was moving. Why did it stop moving? That's always a good question of why did it stop? There is this pulp into this. This is good, but no Z3. Interesting. Why? Did I just not add it? No, I had to have. Why no Z3? No phosphorus acid. Right. Hello? Oh, no, what? Huh? Why no syngas? I do not comprehend. Why? Because the ash isn't moving. Because the ash isn't moving. It's deadlocked. Alright, well. New plan. So, Immortal, I'm doing the thing that I never thought I would actually do. And that is I am making a factory for improved fungal substrate / quality fungal substrate. Because I am making Bodos. Because the plan is a Fagnot Bone Factory. That is the plan. It is a Fagnot Bone Factory, and the Fagnot Bone Factory... The Fagnot Bone Factory is going to be requiring Fagnot food, which, of course, needs Bodos. 1.25 Bodos per second. And this is a very reasonable, normal, small, simple factory for that. The Bodos, I am going to be doing the basic level 1 fungal substrate recipe at the start in order to start producing bones for the improved fungal substrate. And once I have the improved fungal substrate, I'll do that. This recipe here, which is level 2. Yes, normal small factory. That is obvious. Obviously, it is a normal, small, gentle factory that has no issues whatsoever with any amounts of complexity associated with it. It actually doesn't. Like, to be completely honest, this right here for the bones, I have no issues with this factory at all. Like, I have no issues with the balance of this whatsoever. Any of it. None. I have no complaints whatsoever about any of this. If I could get unstuck, that would be great right about now. No issues with the balance. At all. If anything, it's a few slaughterhouses. It's a bit much on the number of slaughterhouses, like, but that's it. That's it. It's just like, by comparison to every other step, it's like, okay, it's these last 3 steps have quite a few things. This one reduces by a lot with better recipes. This one, sure, 25 is a bit much, maybe, to do 5 out. And then 38, yeah, probably a bit much for the bones out on Bagnots, but yeah, overall, pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Nitpicking on the speed and counts of the buildings at the very end. But yeah, Bodos, on the basic recipe here, 0.61-ish, eventually planned out to do 5 per second out of the improved substrate. But right now, what I'm working on is a factory that will be doing this improved and regular and eventually the quality substrate. So it's just a separate factory that'll do all three. Eventually, yeah, the guar will eventually have modules as well. Actual guar seed modules. That hasn't been pushed live yet, but it is going to catch up to us eventually. Yes, and be careful what shrooms I spend the substrate on. I am going to use it for Bodos. I'm not certain which of the others will use it. I'm not ever going to do it for Falgi. That is not a thing that will happen. I will not be spending that substrate on Falgi. That is not worth it in the slightest. Okay, so over here, I could have sworn I had already done this. And I did do this here to prevent this exact situation, so why? What did I do with my tar? What happened? So, let's have a look and see, try to see what happened with the tar, because that is the thing that has gone wrong here. The tar broke and was not repaired. That is what happened. I hit a pipe, broke it, and didn't repair it. So now it should move and produce the phosphorus acid for us. I am not stacking. That sounds like a terrible idea. Why am I not stacking this stuff? I need to stack this ash that's being voided. That is without question, unless it's not all being voided. It's not all being voided now, is it? Nope. It isn't. It's going into that. Yeah, see, that's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay. Well then. There you go. Now you're fixed. Do I recommend any quality of life mods for someone coming back to the game after a few years? Well, I started playing this game last year. Hello, welcome. I am 4 minutes over my time for streaming today, but I will at least answer this now that I've sort of Oh, I did stack. Oh. Oh. It seems I wasn't that dumb and I was actually stacking. It was just here instead. Oops. So, quality of life mods to use. Um, there's lots. You can do exclamation point mods to see everything that I'm running on this. There are several. What is it really used for? It's a pretty good one. It has a better interface, in my opinion, than FNEI, showing you the products and ingredients. So what is it really used for is really good to have. I'm using Train Supply Manager for performance reasons primarily, and because I just prefer bigger train stations. I have the full Pi suite, of course, but for quality of life, I have Bob's Clock mod just to show me time played and game speed up here. That this is showing you the time played. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. A Hell mod, of course. That's like the big one. Like this playthrough has been half Hell mod, maybe. If I had to guess. If I wasn't building the actual factory, it's a bunch of time spent in Hell mod. Yeah, between Hell mod, was it really used for actual craft time? Helps a little bit as well, gives you good ideas of building counts and things like that, what you're actually getting out of it. Doesn't work so well with the Pi Alien Life stuff, with the initial modules in that, because this has a bit of a bug with productivity, specifically dealing with negative productivity. The game does not actually allow negative productivity. It floors at 0, but there are modules that for various reasons in the initial Alien Life that have a negative 1% productivity on it, and it messes with this. It messes with this. This does take into account a negative productivity that doesn't actually exist. Hellmod, though, Hellmod does floor at 0, so it does ignore negative productivity, which gives you more accurate values. Oh god, what else is there? Just stuff, things. Look at the mod list. There's tons of extra mods that I have going for this. But I have fixed this now with the ash, by the way, which means that my phosphorus acid is starting to flow again. Phosphorus acid is starting to flow again. Oh yeah, bulk rail loaders. Bulk rail loaders and unloaders. That helps dramatically with trains. That really helps with trains. Also, push F4. Just, just not even mods, just no mods or anything. Just push F4. Belt boxes and loaders, yes, that too. But bulk rail loaders help with the rails. And then I have the deadlocks, belt boxes, and compact loaders mod as like my main loader mod with stacking stuff. But yeah, those are 2 separate mods. So push F4. These are vanilla mechanics that everyone overlooks. Show FPS, that's this up here in the corner. Show debug info in tooltips. This shows you things like what stack sizes stuff has. Yeah, this tells you some very important debug information about everything. Gives you the actual names of stuff. The entity names and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to have. And then this little checkbox all the way down here towards the bottom. This little tick box right here at the towards the very bottom, show recipe icons on map. Shows the recipe icons on the map over the buildings. This is a vanilla feature, by the way, a vanilla mechanic. No mods do this. Mods don't have to do this, but it's this tick mark. Show recipe icons on map. If I had this off, that's all you'd see. is just buildings everywhere, no real indication of what's happening where. Show recipe icons on the map, that tells you something. That tells you a lot about what's happening where across the entirety of the base. You know, the base. We're at blue science, by the way. I don't have purple science yet. I have pie science and blue science. I don't have purple production science yet. This is a base at not purple science yet, as it exists. And I am currently in the process of starting up another bit of fungal substrate for Bodos for bones. Also, that was F5, not F4. Push F5 and you get every single checkmark ticked all together at the same time. By the way, if you F5 turns every tick mark on. Most every tick mark goes on when you push F5. You can see which options get enabled when you push F5. It's a bit of an information dump overload, and I'm sure that just pixelated everything all across the screen because it's so much stuff. But anyway, now that I'm a little bit over my time on this day, what did we get done over the course of the day? Well, obviously, I finished my high-grade lead and silver processing. And I also have planned out what will be the Bones Factory. So you are close to beating the game without mods. Well, congratulations on getting through the game without mods. That is an achievement these days, in and of itself. This is the most extreme of the most extreme that it gets. With this particular set of mods. Yeah, the base game can be difficult. This, though, miles. The difference, night and day. Night and day compared to vanilla. Night and day compared to Angels. Bob Angels. That is my recommended next step. Once you get through the base game, do it Bob's Angels. Install all the Bob stuff, all the enemy stuff, all the Bobs and all the Angels stuff, and play that one. Or Crastorio too. Yeah, that's fine as well. Space exploration, maybe to add more to the end game. But if you do play Pi at any point in the future, don't try to play it with any other overhauls. A, they don't work. B, it's makes it easier. If you try to use the other overhaul stuff with the Pi suite, it just ends up making it easier at this point. Not harder, not more complex. Because there's a lot of easier processes for stuff in the other mod suites compared to Pi. If you want the actual hard mode, you just play Pi as is. Why do I not use Bob's adjustable inserters? That is mostly a just personal preference on this particular playthrough. I could use it, but that's one level of change to balance that I am okay with not having. I'm just okay not having the adjustable inserters. I'm fine with doing things more the intended vanilla experience way with the inserters. I'm already cheating the system by using loaders. Why then would I also want these adjustable inserters? And technically, I have adjustable inserters in the form of the ultimate inserters mod stuff. because I have configurable inserters as part of the ultimate, or whatever it's called, the inserter mod, whatever, the ultra fast. That's the one. The ultra fast inserter mod has configurable inserters that I didn't intend on using, and don't intend on using the configurable versions. These let you pick what side of the belt to put stuff on. I don't like. There are very few circumstances I will use those for in the first place, let alone use the configurable versions. But anyway, with that, 16 minutes past the hour, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you're watching the VODs on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyanodon's mod's development at patreon.com/Pyanodon, and myself at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat. I will, of course, be back on Tuesday, where I will be starting off with this fungal substrate build into Bodos, into bones through Fagnauts. That's the plan. The Fagnot Bone Factory in the end. Don't know how much of that I'll get through in the next stream, but definitely maybe by this time next week we'll have our Bone Factory all set up and ready and moving. So I hope to see you all then.